Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Police Simulator Patrol Officers. Now, what is Police Simulator Patrol Officers? Well, as you might tell by the shockingly obvious title, it is a police simulator and a game that's been really kicking off recently. It was released 3 days ago, at least on the time of recording, on the 17th of June. It is developed by SR Interactive and published by Astragon Entertainment. I think the closest thing we have to compare to this game are some of the GTA 5 mods, such as LSPD-FR. Now, that mod, for me personally, was always a little bit unstable, but the amount of customizability on it was staggering. Here, the game kind of lacks a little bit in the customization department. It's a little bit more constricted, but you do get to do police work. Oh, hello. Stop right there.
Your ID, please.
That man just littered. Yeah, I'm going to see your ID, sir. You are currently being detained for littering. So, your name is Jack Ross. Alright. Keep a close eye on your intuition message. Okay. Will do. He has dilated pupils. Terrific. Listen, I'm going to need to search you, and I'm going to actually properly search you. A letter, cigarettes, and some plastic. Alright, well, here's the thing. You are being detained. Oh, I can't detain you for this, can I? Jaywalking, possession of drugs, littering. Oh, yes, I can. You are being detained for littering.
I saw how you threw trash on the ground.
I'm not the most familiar with.
Call me out for stuff I didn't even do.
Well, that's a shame. You did do it though. Here's the thing. The civilian is not showing signs. Is showing signs of strange behavior. You're now allowed to frisk him. You're allowed to frisk NPC gender, him/her. Well, that's a little bit transphobic. I'm kidding. Anyways, sure. That is frisking not the same as? I mean, I searched you. I don't know why I'm frisking you. Maybe it's going to yield different results. Yeah, it's not. Okay, I'm glad we got that covered. Here's what I'd like to do now, though. I would like to use the police computer to set a waypoint. No, I would like to check someone. The background check feature is still in development. Oh, well. That's a shame. Background checks are one of the most important things in the in encounters like this. Anyways, put your phone away. I'm going to issue you a violation for littering. And I'm going to give you a ticket.
Issue you a ticket for littering, which will cost you up to $25.
Mind you, up to $25 includes $1, just so you know. I think that just is what it means. Anyways, you are free to go.
Have a nice day, and goodbye.
Yeah. You're free to go. Bye. And there we go. We've received 20 SP, whatever the hell that means. So there we go. Simple and easy, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these parking thingamajigs. What are they called? The parking meters, I suppose. This one is still valid, so that's all right. This one is valid. That's all right. This was kind of my job, by the way, when I left the police station, was to check for illegal parking and stuff. Let's go down the street and maybe we'll see something. But you get the gist of the whole situation. Now, the one thing where I find the game seriously lacking are the guns and is the violence. Because, okay, here's the thing. From my personal culture perspective and all of that, yes, the police basically never draw their weapons, and yes, they never use their weapons. However, this game is set in the United States, and I've seen enough videos on YouTube to realize that police officers use and rather draw their guns for the most mundane and ridiculous of reasons. It is just a different philosophy. I understand that, well, it is just that. There are no other reasons. It is a different culture, it is a different philosophy. It's not that the US has more weapons in circulation, it doesn't. Matter of fact, my country is #1 in the world in terms of illegal weapons per capita. And, well, I guess the gun crime is significantly lower than the US, so that could be one of the reasons. But anyways, the point being, I want to check this van. The point being, the game does have a gun. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. That is not at all what I meant to do. The game does have a gun, and it also has a taser. So to justify discharging of a gun requires an active threat. We're not going to discharge it, but we're just going to, you know, get it out. See, look at that. It's a Glock 17. It's beautifully modeled. I love it. Matter of fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. I think by the end of the year, I'm going to be finding myself in, of course, legal possession of one. I say legal because of the illegal features that or illegal figures, sorry, that I've mentioned previously. Anyways, regardless of the fact, actually, let's, what does it say when you equip this? This feature is a work in progress, so, yeah, alright, I suppose... Did you just litter? I didn't see that. Anyways, I'm not here to catch people for littering. That happens, all right. I want to check this plate, so let's do that. 7YH260. No, don't pull out the gun for the plate, though some officers might do that as well. How do I run a plate? Now, background checks are not a thing, but how do I run plates? Ooh, that is a... Right-click. Oh, to see a license plate's expiry date. I don't run it, I just look at it. Alright. October 2021. That's still valid. Alright, that's actually an interesting way of doing things. Yes, the license plate is still valid. Let's go and check those cars down the road over there and see their expiration dates. I thought I was supposed to run it. I'm going into this with a lot of experience in LSPD FR, and this does things a little bit differently. August of 21, that's still valid. September of 21, very much valid. October of 21, very much valid. So these are all properly parked. I think that car is properly parked as well, even though it's not in a designated parking zone. I think you are allowed to park here in this game. Yeah, see, there you go. Parking from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, sorry, no parking from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday, street cleaning. But it is currently not Wednesday, it is Monday, so he is allowed to park there. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So let's go further down the street and see what we can see. But this is effectively the gist of the game. You can roleplay and just walk down the street if you want, but I'm in a little bit of a rush to show you off some features and then be done with this. Well, this will be probably a very, very short video. The performance of the game, I'm going to talk about that while we try and find another situation. The performance of the game is a little bit subpar. It hiccups, it sometimes... Can we go in there? No. It sometimes, you know, has some issues, shall we say. Generally, the way people move and the cars move is a little bit clunky, but that's alright. It's not, like I said, an open world game where you get to drive around and do all sorts of stuff. It's more along the lines of scripted sequences of events or semi-scripted sequences of events in limited walled-off areas, so you don't really need the sort of fluidity you'd get from other games. it gets the job done. It is a okay police simulator. I gotta say though that the user tags for this game are really hilarious on Steam. I know I'm jumping from topic to topic, but villain protagonist dystopian crime. Those are the current tags for this game on Steam, and I gotta say I think that speaks more about the type of people that are playing this rather than the game itself. But all right. Anyways, this car is facing the wrong way, so we're going to give it a parking ticket. Position and alignment. Wrong direction. And that is all. Don't know how much that... does for us. I can't really see the license plate on the back. I'm going to have to check the front one. January 21st, alright, yeah, oh sorry, January of 2021, so you're safe, you are also safe, you are also good. It is a pretty large area, relatively speaking, but it is also kind of limited in the areas you can go into. You can't enter any of the buildings, so, you know, you'd expect the streets to be a little bit more... That woman just jaywalked. Which woman just jaywalked? Oh, you just jaywalked. Alright. Right, I'm sorry. Hold it right there. Can I see your ID, please? I mean, that said, I can't really run background checks on you, so... what's the point? That is you, alright. Bella Thompson... still valid. Alright. Jaywalking. I'm not going to frisk you. I'm just going to give you a verbal warning.
I won't give you a ticket. I'll just leave you with a verbal warning.
Thank you, officer.
It's fine. Have a nice day.
Yep. Just get out of here. Come on. And there we go. This is effectively just the game. There are some other things. You can get involved in shootings, I believe, though a lot of this stuff is still in development. You do have a speed gun.
I had to detain you because I saw you littering.
Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but you did do it though, so do you know what I mean? Like,
Please show me your ID.
I take littering very seriously. This is about the only thing I can catch people doing in this game, so come on, or at least currently. Currently, would I recommend the game? Definitely. The lacking departments are, as I said, some of the animations, as shown, some of the AI is not that great. Visually, the game looks a little bit old. I mean, facial animations and all of that, not that great. And you are kind of supposed to read their facial animations to figure out what they're doing. I'm playing it on slightly easier difficulty, so it's giving me a little bit more in the way of tips and stuff as to what to do. But here's the thing. I'm just going to frisk you really quickly. For littering, yes. It's truly a...
I'm issuing you a ticket for littering, which will be
truly a
about
terrible
$25.
thing. But anyways, here you go. That's...
I don't have that much money.
You don't have $25. Well, I'm sorry.
Good to go. Bye.
You don't have $25. Next time, maybe you won't litter. Eh? Dirtying up my streets. How dare you? Anyways, it is also lacking in some of the features, like I said so far, but it is coming. So ultimately, if you're really into police simulators, if you've loved LSPDFR, I think that something like this will be right up your alley, provided you're alright with some of the more mundane jobs of policing, such as, you know, issuing verbal warnings for littering and just sitting around eating donuts. That said, it is a very good simulator in what it's trying to do. It's just lacking some features. Ultimately, I would say, if you're not sure about the game, and you do love police simulators, maybe give it a few more months for some of the features to get implemented and then give it a shot. See how far it's come along in development, and then, you know, pick up a demo or you know, watch a new review of it or something along those lines, and then I did not see that. Who just blizzard? Yeah, didn't see that. Never mind. All right. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I do wish some of the more violent crimes were added, and that there was a little bit more to do with the gun occasionally, because I think it's a good break from the monotony of speeding and parking tickets, right? From a video game perspective. Again, if you're aiming just straight for realism, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm recording this from a second take. My shift is over. All right, time to go back to the police station.
The reason I stopped you is because I saw you littering.
Again, really? All of you?
Doesn't everyone do that?
Oh, doesn't everyone do that? All right, hand over your ID.
Here you go, officer.
Better, but too late. Extremely rude. Well, it's still valid. I'm going to frisk you, because you're being rude, and you're acting suspiciously, and I fear for my life. Alright.
I'm issuing you a ticket for littering, which will be about $25.
Oh, come on! That's so much money!
Yep, yes it is. And if you were a little bit less rude,
And goodbye.
you wouldn't have gotten the ticket, you would have gotten the verbal warning, because my shift is over, but... unjustified frisking, I got -5 CP for that. He was acting suspiciously, though. Gotta say, it was really suspicious about the whole thing. Sorry, I'm in a rush. My shift is over. I need to go home. Anyways, that is a day in this simulator. So then you just go back to your desk and you end your shift. Et voila! There we go. So here's the shift report. We've lost a little bit of CP for illegal frisking. However, we gained quite a bit via just doing our job, basically. So yeah, there you go. Do I leave or yes? There you go. So we can go over here again and continue advancing through the game. There is a sense of progression. The more you do certain, you have like 5 shifts here, and then you unlock some new areas of town, so on and so forth. But after the 5th shift here, it does get a little bit repetitive because it's mostly the same stuff. But anyways, it is what it is. It is a rather large-ish map, so you can actually check different segments of the or different streets and stuff each shift. So I suppose that's all right. Anyways, that's basically the game. It's a little bit mundane and doesn't offer much in the way of breaks from the mundanity. However, it does provide quite a lot of detail in the simulation. So stop right there, he says, getting out his rifle. That'd be kind of funny. Excuse me.
I detained you because I saw you littering.
It's sort of the same thing all over and over again, which does leave me a little bit conflicted. I think the game has a lot of potential. I mean, as you could see, you can also have a partner along with you for a lot of these. It's a thing, right? This thing expired, hasn't it? Alright, so tell you what, gonna issue you a violation for expired ID.
I have to issue you a ticket for your expired ID. That will be between $75 and $100.
And it's not like it expired yesterday, it expired last year.
So much?
That's a very good idea. I have no idea why that costs so much. And I'm also going to give you a ticket for
I have to
littering.
issue you a ticket for littering, which will cost you up to $25.
ruining my day.
I know. I really am, aren't I? And that's about it. You're free to go.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. See, it's not the greatest, but it is what it is, I suppose. Alright, anyways, like I said, that does leave me a little bit conflicted. The game is very detailed, has a lot of potential, but with some of the lacking features and it still being in early access, and me kind of being allergic to games in early access at this point, because it's just an excuse to release unfinished products for a lot of companies, which, here, I mean, it's kind of unfinished, but it doesn't have a lot left to complete its whole thing, doesn't it? So, yeah. Ultimately, you're going to have to be the judges of yourselves, which is kind of funny given the fact that it's a police game and you're not a judge, you're a police officer. But anyways, you can use the sort of slightly easier. I gave him the wrong ticket. I gave him the wrong ticket. That is terrible. All right. Yeah, that's an expired parking meter, isn't it? That is. All right, parking meter expired. That's what I'm supposed to give you. That is kind of silly. Though it does leave 2 there, which I suppose is kind of interesting. Whoops. Sorry about that. You can appeal at court, I suppose. Friday. Currently it is Tuesday, so you're good. Why do both of you have broken windshields? Like.
I've got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record to my current location?
Alright, now I'm just gonna... I want to test something out. Yeah. Not ideal, as I said, not ideal. The gun isn't exactly all that well implemented. Plus, I don't think I got punished for just firing off like 15 shots into a crowd of people, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there you go. It is what it is. You know, the woman just jaywalked. You know, I don't blame her, but it is a very, very long street, and you nearly caused a traffic accident. So you're still jaywalking. That's really like.
The reason I stopped you is because I saw you jaywalking.
Yes, and I'm by no means a hypocrite, because
I'd like to see your ID, please.
I just fired off 15
Here,
shots into a crowd of people and see nothing wrong with that. The game does prevent you from doing silly things like that a little bit, but you can sort of wrong people for the hell of it, which I've seen, honestly, all too many YouTubers do, so I'm going to refrain from doing that anymore. But the thing is, let's just do a quick littering violation.
Issuing you a ticket for littering, which will be about $25.
my lawyer will take care of it.
Your lawyer will take care of a $20 littering ticket.
Have a nice day, and goodbye.
Yeah. Sure. He's gonna... That's just financially irresponsible, if you ask me. Sorry. That's just financially irresponsible, if you ask me, but... Alright. Anyways. I think that's going to do it for this video. I've showed you basically all there is to see. There are obviously night patrols, and there are some different tools that you unlock along the way. Pull-over sign, radar gun, flashlight for, again, night. But this feature will be implemented in a future update, so, you know, you do unlock a camera later. So, you know, I feel like this game has a lot of potential, especially if it gives you, like, different branches of the police, like a detective or a crime scene investigator or something. It could very well easily be implemented into the game, in my modest opinion. It's just that currently the game is a little bit bare bones. However, it does do a good job of, you know, simulating police work. So, to that extent, I do approve of it. If you want to check it out, the link will be down in the description below to the Steam page, as well as a brief description of all the things you can do in the game, the sort of TLDR of the video. And, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's neither here nor there. It does a good job, but visually it's a little bit meh. The animations are a little bit meh, and you know, it's difficult to full-heartedly recommend. But if you're really into police simulators, then I think this will be right up your alley. If you're not, then you know, maybe wait for a few updates and then check it out again. For now, though, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the series, well, not the series, though I do first impressions of video games every now and again, but with the rest of the content I produce on the channel as a whole. So, that is pretty much it. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.